What's going on, everyone? HueFin News coming at you today with another daily cryptocurrency market analysis. Today is September 28th, 2017, and we at HueFin News are giving you guys news according to the charts. We are not giving you guys technical analysis. We are not giving you guys fundamental analysis, but rather what we're giving you guys is something more powerful. It's a lot better, and it's the language of the markets. We are not investment advisors, and we are not giving you guys investment advice. Okay. Also, for the new subscribers, please go and check out our video that we created called Just Some of the Basics, because today's video is going to talk about one of the primary terms on that video, and it's called a trial run. And many of these cryptocurrencies today has displayed that price bar today, and we're going to go over it on these particular cryptocurrencies and try to formulate our prediction on where we think the market is going to go based off of these trial runs. Please make sure you check the description of these videos, because we place timestamps on every one of those cryptocurrencies to save you guys some time as well, because we value time and we want to make sure that you guys get to save as much of it as possible. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and check out the cryptocurrency market capitalization website. You guys can see that the market cap is still around $144 billion for the cryptocurrency market as a whole, with Bitcoin holding almost half of that amount alone, around 69 billion. You guys can see that the market was trading lower today, but on the majority of these price bars, you will see that some buying came in on the price charts. Bitcoin is down 0.37, Ethereum is down 2.28, Ripple almost 3%, Bitcoin Cash 1.73, Litecoin almost 3.5%, Dash 2.25, NAM is down 2.18. IOTA had a pretty good day, up 7.74. Neo and Monero down. And Ethereum Classic etched out some gains today at 0.32. So with that being said, let's go ahead and check out these price charts for these cryptocurrencies and see if we can tell where they are headed. So first, we're going to look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is down 0.35% right now. Last trade was at $4,191.60. So you guys can see that today's bar, it was a wash. The market opened and closed right around the same price, but the volume is almost the same as yesterday, but not quite. But the spread is not the same as yesterday. So what happened today? Well, it looked like either it was a lot of buying or a lot of selling going on at this $44,200 area. And by the market open and closing right next to each other, it's a wash. We are not able to tell precisely if the sellers or the buyers in the market are in control. All we can say is that a lot of either selling or buying occurred in a very small spread, meaning that the market wasn't moving, even though there was a lot of selling or a lot of buying. The market participants was either doing a whole lot of selling to where the market wasn't able to move higher, or the market participants were trying to consume all of the selling that was happening, and the market wasn't able to fall further. So with that being said, we will not give an analysis for Bitcoin, but rather we have to wait on tomorrow to see which one of those market participants, buyers or sellers, won on today. But I can say that having this widespread bar on yesterday and the market didn't even move from that particular spot from the close of yesterday is leaning more towards the precursors of weakness, because once you have a push to go a bar, you would like to see the market at least close higher than the close from yesterday, and it did not occur today. So just keep that in the forefront of your strategy, is that the market did not move higher from this push to go a bar that we had yesterday. So we're not going to give you guys an analysis on whether it's going to move higher or lower. Just note that it's indications of precursors of weakness being reflected on Bitcoin, and that the buyers are not willing to absorb more selling at the $4,200 area, then definitely, positively, the market will fall. So next, we're going to go ahead and check out Ethereum. Ethereum is down 2.09%. Last trade was at $303.02. So the daily price charts, you guys can see that we have this particular price bar, and it's indicative of a trial run. A trial run is where the market participant tries to induce as much selling as possible. And if the sellers are not present in the market, then the bar will close towards the middle of the bar on light volume. The volume is not truly all that light, but the market was able to close towards the middle of the bar. So just like with Bitcoin and Ethereum, in order for us to give you guys a proper analysis, we need to wait for the confirmation bar tomorrow to see who's in control. Today was a trial run, and the verdict is still out on this particular case for Ethereum. So we'll have to wait on tomorrow to see whether the verdict was guilty or not guilty. But we did mention on yesterday that stockpile came in the market, and that's what the indication bar was today, is that the sellers were particularly in the market on yesterday as well, because if they was not, then the market would not have closed lower than the close from yesterday. So next, we're going to go ahead and check out Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is down 1.39%. Last trade was at $456.87. And on our video yesterday, what did we say? We said that Bitcoin Cash will possibly go up and touch that $480 area, and it definitely did. Matter of fact, it hit a high of $484.50. But we did not get the close above the high. We did not get the close there today. Matter of fact, the market came and closed lower than the open from today, which is a precursor of weakness. But just like Bitcoin Cash, market open and close at the same area. So today was a wash as well for Bitcoin Cash. The volume is almost identical than yesterday. Yesterday's volume was at 42,000. Yesterday's volume was at 42,631. Today was at 42,113. So that much difference is pretty much identical, but the spread is a lot wider for Bitcoin Cash on today. So it looks like, by it being a wash, do not hold HueFin News accountable for its prediction, because we said it is hard to tell if the sellers or the buyers, which one is in control. But given the fact that the market wasn't able to sustain higher prices and the market closed lower than the close from yesterday, it is giving us more precursors of weakness. So that's all I'm going to tell you guys. So now we're going to go ahead and check out Ripple. Ripple is down 3.28%. Last trade was at 22.25, 20 cents. And looking at the daily price chart, our video yesterday, we said that since Ripple was able to break through that 20 cents area, that now we're expecting them to hold 20 cents as support. And you guys can see that the market shot down past that 20 cents, but it was able to close above it on today. Key area is at this 20 cents location. If the market breaks through it again and it's a precursor to weakness bar, then the market definitely will come back down to 18 cents. So what we want to see tomorrow for Ripple is for the market to close higher, and that tells us on today's bar that there was more buying than selling in the market if this bar that's currently forming now closes higher. So that's what we need to see for Ripple tomorrow. Okay, so this one is also giving us trial run just like Ethereum is. Okay, but I can tell you that since we had stockpile on yesterday and the market closed lower today, that it is a precursor of weakness. Just want to tell you guys that, but it does not mean that the market will close lower, but it does not mean that the market will close higher. Okay, so you just need to have your eyes on the charts tomorrow, because once you get either or, you need to adjust your trading strategy depending on what way you think the market is going to go. Okay, so now we're going to check out Litecoin. Litecoin is down 3.50%. Last trade was at $54.84. So you guys can see that Litecoin wasn't able to stay above $56. And we kind of expected that, because from the 16th of September, 18th of September, and then 19th of September, the market wasn't able to sustain above $56. So the market closed lower than that key price area of $56. You guys can see that the spread for yesterday was a lot wider than today, but the volume is almost the same as today, and the spread for today is a lot smaller than yesterday's. So that tells us that there was a lot of selling going on for Litecoin at that price range of $56. Now the question that needs to be answered is, were the buyers, the market participants, willing to absorb, willing to consume all of that selling? Because if so, then it's a positivity that the market will shoot higher. But this is just like Ethereum, and this is just like Ripple's price bar. It's a trial run. So we have to wait for confirmation on tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be a very critical day for you to watch the markets to see if it's going to give us more precursors of weakness, or is it going to switch and give us a precursors of strength. So now let's go ahead and check out Dash. So Dash is down 2.02%. Last trade was at $342.93. So Dash is continuing its sideways trading action. I'm going to fix this. Right, you guys can see, and it's currently following this downward resistance line that we've drawn, but the market is still trending lower. The market is just trading sideways and is not necessarily giving us a precursors of strength bar, but the market is trading sideways. So you got to be cautious for Dash, but the market is not moving higher neither. And by it honoring that resistance line, it looks like Dash will continue to move sideways to possibly lower. So next, we're going to go ahead and check out Neo. So Neo is down 3.17%. Last trade was at $30.35. So we have another trial run bar for Neo. This one is a lot wider than the other price bars we were seeing earlier. But either way, we need to see if the market participants were willing and able to consume all of the selling that was occurring today on the bar. But it's quite natural, and you can see that they did, because if they did not, then the market would have closed towards the low of this bar. But it was able to close in the middle. So obviously there was some buying in this bar, but is it enough to keep the price at least trading sideways to higher? We have to wait and see on tomorrow. We need confirmation to see the buyers were in the market buying on today, and we won't get that until the conclusion of tomorrow's bar. So we are in a wait and hold pattern. You guys can always check a smaller time frame to see precursors of weakness and or strength on this particular bar that is forming, so you guys can get a quicker indication of where the market is going to go. So just be watchful for that fact. If anything, it does look like it's going to come back up, possibly hit that $31 area. And if we get weakness at that point, then the market will come back down. But we're not giving you guys no analysis. So next, we're going to go ahead and check out Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic is up 3.97%. Last trade was at $13.32. On our video yesterday for Ethereum Classic, we said that if the buyers were still in control on today, that the market would come to $14. The market came right here to $13.95. We called it. Go back and check out our video. The proof is there. So even though we have stockpile on today's bar, the market was still able to close higher than the close from yesterday. So the buyers are currently in control for Ethereum Classic, and it's right here still trading around this crucial $13 support area. And the market is definitely going to have a push to break through this area of support, because we have a lot of trading over the past couple of days to weeks to where the market is right here around that range. And you have a lot of people who just willing to get up out of their cryptocurrency for Ethereum Classic, and it might get hit with more stockpile over the next coming days. So we might take a push to go up to break through that $13 area. But we have stockpile on today, and we need to see if the market will continue to move higher, or will the buyers in the market become exhausted and the market move lower. But since we do have stockpile in the market today, but the market was still able to close, we have a little precursors of strength still in the market for Ethereum Classic. But it is just hard to see if they're able to break through all of that selling and continue to make the prices go higher. We just don't have that right now. because if we had a push to go up bar, then definitely I said prices will break through $13 and will move higher. But we just have this stockpile bar today, and then we just can't say that the market is going to be moving higher. So just be watchful for Ethereum Classic on tomorrow, because we want to see the buyers still in control. So the last one we're going to go ahead and check out today is Monero. Monero is down 2.97%. Last trade was at $98.73. So just like Dash, Monero is also obeying and following this resistance line. This is the fourth trading day that Monero actually came and touched this resistance line and the market fell. So we're still expecting Monero to follow this trend line, this resistance line lower, and it looks like the market for Monero will be moving lower as well. It might trade a little sideways in the beginning, but we're expecting Monero to move lower, at least possibly come to $95. And if the market is really weak, then it could come all the way back down towards the support. But we're not necessarily expecting that on tomorrow, but at least $95 the market should at least touch for Monero. But Monero is also giving us like a small trial run bar to where the buyers in the market came and was able to buy some of the selling that occurred today on this bar, but it wasn't actually all that strong because the market still closed towards the low of this bar. So were the buyers really successful? It doesn't look like it, but they may have been. So you still kind of have to wait for the confirmation of this bar that is currently forming. But it looks like Monero will still honor this resistance line. So overall, we're looking for at least a trade sideways to maybe just a little lower. So that is the conclusion for today's daily cryptocurrency market analysis. And I know that our analysis wasn't a definitive analysis to where we say it should be moving higher or lower. But you guys got to understand that within this language, you will see a lot of trial run bars, because the market participants are always testing to see what the supply and demand is in these cryptos. And that's how they do it. They do it through trial runs. So we had to wait for confirmation to see if the stockpile has been bought up from today, because if so, then the market will close higher tomorrow. If the stockpile has not been bought up, then the market will move lower on tomorrow. That is the conclusion of what a trial run bar is. We are still waiting for the verdict. Guilty, meaning the market will move lower. Not guilty, meaning that the market will move higher. Okay. So that's all I got for today, guys. Make sure you continue to subscribe, and the new subscribers, make sure you go and check out our video called Just Some of the Basics, because we tell you what a trial run bar is, and many of these cryptos have given us that price bar today. So it's imperative that you guys understand what it is. If you guys got any questions or comments, go ahead and leave it in the comment section of these videos. And also don't forget, we got the timestamps for you guys as well. So go ahead and continue to share, like, watch these videos continually, so that you too may become confident in the market, because you can also understand and read the mind of all the market participants in the market. And that is a powerful thing to know. So that's all I got. Guys, have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys later.